Writing forms in React always felt broken. Over many years, developers have been writing forms with massive amount of code just for submitting a single piece of data. Let's take a look into this simple React component. This component has a form with an input field, which is an email field, and a submit button to submit this email value, and then it manages the input using state, the loading state, the error state. Not only that, a massive try catch over here, and don't forget the infamous e.preventDefault. All this exists because this form is being handled at the client side. Especially the form submission action has been handled on the client side. This is not engineering, this is manual labor. But React 19 changes this rule completely. React 19 introduces actions. The e.preventDefault we have been using for years can be deleted entirely. Now look into this React component. Here also we have a form. Take a look, that form now can accept an asynchronous function directly inside the action attribute. Action attribute has been present since years, since decades as part of forms attribute in HTML. You can pass an asynchronous function, which I have written over here, directly as a value of the action attribute. Notice what is missing. There is no use state here, no on-change handlers here, no tackling of event stroke, keystroke, no form data object capture, and more importantly, React handles the submission lifecycle automatically under the hood. So this is a big change from old way of handling form like this, writing a bunch of code to handle things, and to something which is super cool, very lean, and giving the ownership and responsibility to React more than handling and controlling by ourselves as developers. Getting a form to submit is easy, but engineering for production requires handling loading states gracefully without creating any kind of state or prop drilling nightmares. Look at this React component now and take a look into useFormStatus, this particular hook. This hook reads the pending status of the parent form entirely on its own. The submit button, this particular component, can now be dropped anywhere inside a form, and it will disable itself automatically while the action is running. That's what we are doing, checking this pending state over here. And the submit button I can use in any form. For example, this is a login form. I'm using the same submit button over here. How cool it is. Now you might be asking question about, okay, loading state is controlled. Okay, we don't have e.preventDefault anymore. How about the data and the error state? That's where React 19 gives you another super cool thing called useActionState. For any server errors, useActionState binds the server response directly into the UI. That's a massive thing. If the database rejects the submission, the error state updates seamlessly. No manual toggling of state variables required whatsoever. So if you see the usage of useState anywhere in this form or in this form is not at all there, completely nullified. This is absolutely the cool ways of handling form than going back to the old ways of handling form, where we have a dependency of state management, we have a dependency of handling our own functions, we have to take care of the gotchas like e.preventDefault so that our page doesn't get refreshed on the form submission. We have to handle the error manually by toggling the state inside the try and catch. Forget all this. Handle your form the way React 19 wants you to do. By the way, I have created detailed video if you want on useActionState, on useFormStatus, and even on the optimistic updates. You can take a look. I have provided all those links in the description of this video. When you prompt to any LLM to create a React application with form, vibe coding gets a basic form working on the screen. But architecting a complete end-to-end system with strict layer separation, secure server mutations, and flawless user experience is what gets an application to production. Mastering that exactly same mindset for creating React application and then integrating with a backend API system, connecting to Supabase, connecting to MongoDB or a payment processing system or an authentication system is the core focus of my upcoming playlist called the Full Stack Vibe Coding to Prod Ready. This series is launching in this May, in a few days. Don't forget to check out to tapaScript. Don't forget to subscribe to tapaScript and set the notification on. And if you're already a subscriber, nothing like it. We are going to get started in a few days. I would love to know your interest on that. Please post a comment, like this video, and also share. Thank you very much. Keep building. See you very soon with this course. Thank you very much.